and we're at Chatuchak Park in Northern Bangkok. And so it's kind of repetitious, but the ring road goes all way around. I'm gonna walk most of it just so you can see it, maybe fast track it, and then we'll go into some of these breezeways. All right, when you first come in, you're gonna get to this road and you're gonna take a right to the main entrance, and you're gonna see a lot of merchants out front. So that's your choice, but you're gonna get a lot more of this stuff once you get in there. So just walk over here, and there's vendors out on the street, and there's gate, you see it says gate 18, so there's, I don't know how many gates, it goes in like a circle all the way around this place, okay? Now back this way is where we came from, which is the BTS and the MRT line. Of course, you gotta be careful crossing these little roads. People still don't know why they should slow down with pedestrians, but they don't respect pedestrians over here much. Anyway, let's walk in here. Okay, let's try to keep this frosty. In other words, cool. Okay, you're gonna see different areas that have like categories like shoes and belts and watches, and there'll probably be several guys selling similar things. Some of the products you're going to see are going to be knockoffs, so like right here you see it. If it's something that you like, go ahead and pick it up. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's a lot of knockoff brand or someone's own brand that they brought in. They either had it made or they bought it from a wholesaler. If you need some Muay Thai or Thai boxing type of gear, or some sports jerseys, you're going to find that like a statue put on your mantle. Some of them are plastic, some of them are wood. The great thing about this place is you can touch and feel stuff, and online you can't do that even if you get a better price. And this place is pretty competitive. Every time I come here, it surprises me because there's different things that I see that I hadn't seen before, or if I'm looking for something, it's kind of like a treasure hunt to look for stuff. And you can barter a little bit. They'll take off a little bit if you ask. Some merchants, not all. I'm not gonna talk for the merchant. You got to ask while you're there. A lot of cool elephant type of stuff, you know, lucky elephants. Elephants are lucky. They're kind of a big deal. You'll see them. Elephant tours and elephants around Thailand and Southeast Asia. But I'm going to point out stuff as we walk through there. Of course, you can get a massage. Here's the prices right here. This is just one example of one shop. There's a few shops for massage scattered about the weekend market. But like I was saying, I'm going to comment a little bit as we go, maybe put some background music so y'all can kind of, this is kind of a walkthrough video so you get an idea of what's here. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to give you some detailed information from the train, how to get there from either BTS or MRT, and talk about Chatuchak Park a little bit. Lots of mortars and cool wooden bowls and stuff like that. If you need that kind of thing, you'll probably get a pretty good deal. Now, a lot of this stuff is here in Bangkok, so if you only got a couple weeks in Thailand or you don't want to go far, but I've found, because I've traveled all around to different provinces, that you can actually, like a mortar, go outside and find where they're making it and get it cheaper, but it's not terribly cheaper. So I mean, but if you buy quantity, of course it gets cheaper. Jewelry, I don't know if a lot of this stuff is cosmetic. So I think some of it is real gold, like real gold right here. Some of it's plated. So, I mean, you gotta use your best judgment. I like this shop right here. I bought a wind chime here. It had gongs, it had singing bowls. Let's try it out. There's a guy's sign right here, and you can find him. And some more type of lights that you can hang around your house. A lot of cool Asian themed stuff that if you're looking for that or you want to decorate your house, or maybe your business, you can find it here. And some of these guys would ship. If not, there was DHL and J&T and Carry right there on site at this place, just to let you know. Remember I said you would see the same kind of product at a couple different stalls, where these cats right here, here's one booth, and then here's another one, and I like this guy. He actually had a little bit more detail. He's hand painting on there. He's taking the plain statue or mold and hand painting on there, and it was pretty cool. You'll see a lot of statues, some plastic, some wood. Check this out. I just happened to walk up on this and just noticed it when I turned around. You're gonna see a lot of exotic stuff in here. All kinds of cool stuff. It's kind of fun looking around at all the oddities and the different variety and stuff, especially in person. I mean, you gotta pick something up while you're here. I mean, even if you only spend a few dollars, it's fun. Here's your waving kitty cats. It's popular in Japan and other Asian countries. One thing that I thought was a good value at this market was backpacks and luggage. I bought a fanny pack at one time and a piece of luggage, and it's half the price of a department store, and it seemed like if you bought the right one, the quality was almost there and it would get the job done. That's cool right there. You see this skeleton on this bag. Lots of clothes. I'm just walking through different lanes, zigzagging, giving y'all an example of this stuff. Okay, Rastaman, we found a little piece of Jamaica right here in Bangkok. It's cool and funny at the same time. Look at this gorilla shooting a bird in this neon t-shirt shop. You see there's a lot of t-shirts and clothes here, and there's some good stuff here. But I'm going to do a video on another night market, Sing Graganin, if I'm saying it right. And they have a lot of cool t-shirts and vintage stuff over there. So I'll be hopefully producing that video soon. It's on the newer yellow train line. They have a bigger art section, and this is it, and it was some really nice art, and I like seeing the local artists come in, and it was a really cool section. And I'll show you some shoes that I thought were cool that were Vans, and the guy said, I asked him if they're real Vans, he said he thought they were, and he was just painting on them. I'm going to show those to you right now in just a second. They are right here, and this guy was a pretty cool guy, and he was painting these different things, oil painting on some of these shoes. That's cool. And if you want a seed, I don't know if they're heirloom seeds or hybrid seed, but if you're looking for a certain seed, maybe you're from another country, you want to grow something, you'll find it there. All right, this section coming up was a lot of cool pop culture and kind of like nostalgic type of signs and things you put in your like man cave or your room. And it was pretty good prices, about the same as online in some of the marketplaces. So you're already here. If you see something, a lot of this stuff doesn't weigh a lot. You can put it in your check bag or you can ship it. I almost bought one of these signs right there. You also have aromatherapy section. This one's out front, but there's another hallway with some other ones where I bought one where they have like different types of vapor scent and like spa type of things. And if you look inside right here, I'm going to show you a minute, this is where all the different scents were, and you could buy like a box, small box, a pretty good price. So, all right, let's go check out down here a little bit. What you could do is if you come in there in the morning, a lot of them are at the beginning of their day, just look at where you are and then maybe come back at the end of the day, and if they haven't had a lot going on or a lot of sales, maybe you can come back to that place and get a little bit of a deal, especially if you bundle something. And I also noticed that if you bought more than one, that they were willing to negotiate a little bit. So it might be something to consider. Oh, and by the way, I've got some other videos coming. They got the new Yell line. I'm going to take you guys to a really good night market there. So that video I'm working on right now. So stay tuned or check back for that video really soon. It's a cool night market. It's on the Yell line, more convenient now. You see North Face and Prada, Milan. Keep in mind, this is probably a knockoff. I mean, they're going to be close. But I mean, if you like it and you get a good deal on it and it's something you can live with, then if it's more about like, you know, what it is, then I guess pick it up. You know, like I said, you're in person here. You don't have to worry about someone shipping it to you and then you don't like it. You're already here. Look around. Enjoy while you're here. I always see something that I'm interested in. It's a fun place to walk around and look at different stuff. Now, keep in mind, like you see these shirts, unless you buy several of them, they're gonna be pretty close to the price that the person wants. Now, if you have some of this other stuff that's over $10 and they got a lot of it, they might knock a little bit off, $1 or $2. All right, let's check out some of the food. Now there's restaurant and little food stalls scattered all around, and there's some out on the road which had some plastic chairs where you could sit down. And this place was huge. I didn't really get to cover everything. I'm just giving you guys a walkthrough sample of this place. I mean, gosh, it's sort of daunting and gets tiring after a while. You got plenty of cold drinks around, smoothie style and soda. Now this is down by Kompang Pet Road, I think gate 1, if you want to find this food court. But there is food scattered around everywhere. And you want to come in here, it's like Taste of Thailand. If you're only going to be here a day or so, you can get different things that you've seen on TV, like you got the coconut drinks and different fruit drinks and different things that you can taste that maybe you've had or you want to try it again. The prices are pretty good. The prices on the street food haven't gone up too much. You can eat for a couple dollars, so that's great. But in the malls, they've gone up a little bit, especially since they have to pay for a storefront and air conditioning and all that. You're going to see some kebab places scattered around. Those wraps are pretty good. I've had them before. Now you can use QR code of some of these vendors. If you know what that is, pay with QR, but you probably need to keep a few hundred baht on you in, low denominations. There's a sitting area right here. If you buy some of their food, you can probably sit in here and it's covered. Satay chicken and pork. Sticky rice. Oh yeah, let me check out your menu. What do you got? Cool, man. I'll be back.
All right. No.
Lab. All right. You got noodle bowl, fried rice. Got some grilled fish and fried fish right here, which is pretty good. Oh, look at those big prawns. Grab.
Boy, look good.
More fish, spring roll. Of course, spring rolls are scattered everywhere.
Oh, you got that. Pak kapow.
With Thai egg on top. All right. Hello. more grilled fish and chicken. This is your crispy pork right here. Like having that occasionally with steamed rice or sticky rice. And then this is fried, I think, octopus and squid. Okay, let's walk out here to the gate. I want to show you this really quick. This is gate 1. And a lot of people will be coming from gate 3 because they're coming from MRT, BTS. But if you're coming MRT, the best way to come is over this gate. Now, Bang Sue Junction is like a vintage, more antique. But I don't hear a lot about it lately, but I think there's still a lot of stuff in there. But there are it's an older building. Lockers, if you need a locker, here you go. It's over by the Kamphaeng MRT, and you can lock your stuff up per hour. So most people come to Chatuchak because that's the name of the place. But if you're not coming by BTS, just come down to Kamphaeng Pit or Kamphaeng Pit Road. If you're taking a taxi, you see right here on the map Chatuchak Park, and I got Kamphaeng Pit marked right there. Come down to that station if you're taking the MRT. If you're taking from Bang Sue, you're going to be on the MRT and you're going to come down to Phang Phet. Here's a billboard map. They had it near one of the entrances right here where I was, and I took a photo of one of their brochures. Sometimes they don't have them, but they did have them, and it separates it by lane, aisle, and category, so you might want to pick one of those up. So if you're familiar with this city and you really don't need a car, I would just recommend staying near the MRT or BTS. It'd probably be more convenient, especially because of the traffic. But anyway, let's go back over the Chatuchak Park station. I'll show you that way in. All right, this is exit 1. If you look up here in the corner right here, it's exit 1. This is the one. The other one I came up was exit 2, which is not too far, but it's a little further down this road towards the BTS. So it's not gonna matter. Just make sure when you come out of the MRT, you're gonna take a right and go down here if you're looking for the weekend market. Right behind us is the actual park, which now the market used to be called, I think, the J&J Market, and there's a small mall behind it a long time ago. But if you just say Chatuchak Weekend Market, they're going to know what you're talking about. But let's go over to the park exit of the MRT and check that out, and I'll show you guys that. And this is the actual park over here. I'm going to do a separate film about it. Maybe I'll film it today and I'll do it a separate video, like 10 minutes. So it's a nice park. You see people are walking. You got some bicyclers around. I don't know if there's bike rental. You have to search on the internet. But it's a nice park. It's pretty well kept. And if you walk down the road, we're going to do it right now, is the weekend market. Okay, that's what we're here for. Chatuchak Park is open every day of the week from the early morning until probably dark. But the weekend market is the weekend market. I'm going to give you a tip if you watch the end of the video about how you can come in there and beat the crowd a little bit. Okay, so here's the BTS and the MRT line. They kind of combine on one map. These are the new proposed lines, by the way. So if you didn't know that, and this is a new yellow line, and I'm going to do a video on that. Just take it just to experience that and look at that. All right, let's walk back over towards Mo Chit Station. I'm going to put a map on the screen right now. Okay, so if you want to go back up to Mo Chit, this is the Skytrain. You see it? You can see this right here. And that's how you do that. And you just walk right across and you're at it. This is the actual one that I was going to tell you about. I've got a little bit of film facing the other way up there. And you can see the park better too from up there. So yeah, I think anybody coming into this area, it might be something you want to check out. Try to go in the morning because it gets really hot in the afternoon in Thailand. Okay, I appreciate you watching. I got to grab my train, but what I was going to tell you is a tip. If you want to go to the weekend market, go on Friday because a lot of the shops are very repetitious, and if you're looking for certain things, there's going to be more than one merchant. And there'll be some of them be open on Friday, and it's less busy and not as crowded. Just a little.